going on, everybody? Sleepy here, man. We inside the shop today. It's Friday, Tune Day. We got Whippled in the house, man. Getting ready to get some builds on the street today. This is a little weekend review segment that we want to put together, man, every week and let you guys know what we did here inside the shop. Christian, Ray, and James all made good progress on their builds, as well as we're going to show you a little bit behind the scenes, man, of what I've been doing for Track Takeover 3, as well as LS Fest West out in Vegas. So we got a few different things to show you guys. We did shop upgrades here in the shop. We're going to show you guys that on this segment too, man. So come on, take a look. Show you guys what James has been doing this week. As we showed you guys on a couple other videos, he was doing the 480 upgrade on his short bed truck, man. He did a Brian Tooley cam kit all last week, man. The truck's been sitting here waiting for a tune. So today, obviously being Friday, Tune Day, we're going to go ahead and get some drivability done on this and get it back to the customer. This week on his list, he's been working on this LS swap notch. We got a 402 stroker on this thing with a stage 5 RPM tranny, sniper race intake. We got a bunch of dress-up kit and all kinds of goodies, man. So he's getting ready to start the fuel system. We got an Aeromotive complete EFI setup here for this notch. We're gonna do ID 1300s, and this thing's getting a ProCharger. I'm not gonna tell you guys what series it is, but this thing gonna have whoosh game. So now we're gonna come over here to this Monte Carlo. Garrett from American Muscle HD, this is his personal car. We built this car last year, finished it up during the holidays. He asked us to go ahead and drive this thing, man, and put some miles and beat it up a little bit so we make sure it holds up when it gets back to him in the East Coast. We are going to deliver it to him at LS Fest West in Vegas in April. So we went ahead and upgraded the coolant reservoir for the supercharger. James will be knocking this out today, making a bracket and reinforcing what the old setup was. So this will be ready to go, being driven next week, and we will actually bring it to the Track Takeover so everybody can see this thing in person. We're pretty proud of this build, and Garrett's really excited to see this thing and put some work in it.
As you saw on New Year's Eve, we went out and manjied it a little bit. Just to test drive it, put some miles on it, beat up on it, see what it's going to do. And just like you want to know if anything's going to fail, something did, and that's totally fine with us. So what we did was we went and sourced a Canton supercharger coolant reservoir with a nice little billet cap. We really liked the mounting position of where they put it when they first built the car, so we're not going to go ahead and change anything. We're just going to reinforce it. This is smaller, a little bit lighter. It's going to be less oscillation when it's in there. We're just going to mount it nice and tucked where they had it, clean up a little bit of the hoses, get it going, get it back on the street, make sure it's perfect. We want this thing really nice and sound when it gets back to the East Coast, back in Garrett's hands, because we know what he's going to do with this thing, and we want it nice and right for him.
So now we're over here on the other side of the shop. Ray's been working on the C6 Z06. He's also been working on a 2018 2SS Camaro. The Z06, we're going ahead and doing a full bolt-on LS7 setup on this car for Innovation fuel system. It has a monster twin disc clutch, a bunch of upgrades, man. We're not going to get back into that too much because we want to do a build update on this car, but just know this thing going to be a monster out there. On the 18 SS that we're doing right now, he's finishing up this build because we're getting ready to get this thing tuned today and back to the customer tomorrow. It's got a bunch of bolt-on upgrades, and I don't want to go back and forth too much on the upgrades on newer cars because we want to leave some guessing for you guys, all right? But just know Ray's been putting some work in on these cars on his list this week, man, and we're gonna get 2 customer cars out of here this weekend. So now over here to Christian's side, he's been working on Roach's car nonstop for about 6-7 weeks now. This motor's been in and out, you know, for all the custom fitment, brake lines, hoses, bunch of rerouting going on top of wire tucks. So we got this thing fired yesterday. We showed everybody on our Instagram page as well as Roach's Instagram page. We put him on FaceTime. He was able to see this thing actually live as it happened, man. We captured his facial expressions, man, so you guys will see that here shortly. Now that we know we got good oil pressure, the thing sounds amazing. We're super happy with the progress of it. Christian will be able to button this thing up and get it dialed in so we can get this thing ready for Vegas. Just be patient, man. A masterpiece, you know, and a work of art takes time. So we're gonna give you guys a sound clip so you guys can hear this thing run, man, and be on the lookout. We'll have this thing out in Vegas. dog. Other than the rain, I think that's really gonna be the only fucking problem, to be honest with you. You know what I mean?
After you get your initial, like, hey, we giving you at least 2 of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anything after that, you want to keep going.
Yep. Everybody's drove. Is this the only fucking problem?
I'm gonna be honest, bro. That shit ain't a problem unless you ain't got no bars, bro.
Nigga, you get on my Miata, nigga. Yo, that was 1,800 pounds.
Hey, I wouldn't have
I'll feel it.
Yeah, what'd you say? It was at the shop.
I'm going to say 6.
You crash this shit, you going straight into a wall.
81?
Yeah.
No, don't touch that.
This one's 107.
That's 100. Ready?